You ever get a text about some unpaid bill and just think, yeah, that seems about right? Well, today we're going to dive into a story where that exact, very normal thought ended up costing one man thousands of dollars, all from a single click. Welcome to Real Scam Stories, an explainer by Guardianly. In this series, we take real scams straight from the headlines and break them down piece by piece. Why? Because honestly, understanding how these scammers operate is your absolute best defense against them. And this quote right here, this is exactly why we do this. These scams aren't just about numbers, they're about real people. That's from Tracy Jeffords, the man we're talking about today, and it just gets right to the heart of the damage these things cause. So let's set the scene. Our story starts with 72-year-old Tracy Jeffords. Now, he's driving home after a heart procedure up in San Francisco, probably just focused on getting better. His mind is elsewhere. And that right there, that's the exact moment of vulnerability the scammers were banking on. All of a sudden, his phone buzzes. He looks down, and it's a text claiming he has an unpaid toll from his drive. I mean, think about it. He had just been on the road. The timing felt almost perfect. And that's exactly what made this scam so believable and so dangerous. In Tracy's mind, this was just a normal bill from Fast Track, California's toll agency. A pretty convenient way to settle up. But in reality, it was a really clever trap designed to steal his information. And so, thinking it was legit, he clicked the link and typed in his debit card details. It wasn't over, though. The very next day, another text comes through, this time demanding even more money. And that's when the alarm bells finally started going off. Something felt really wrong, which pushed him to finally go and check his bank account. And what he saw was just awful. It wasn't some tiny little toll fee. No, $3,300. Just gone, wiped from his account. That one single click, that split second of trust, had cost him a fortune. And this really gets to the human side of it all. For Tracy, this wasn't just some number on a screen. That money, as he said, was everything. It's a really tough reminder that these scammers often hit people who are on fixed incomes where a loss like this is absolutely catastrophic. The really unfortunate truth here is that getting that money back is, well, it's nearly impossible. Experts will tell you, once the money is transferred through these scams, it moves so fast and becomes almost untraceable. Tracy tried to fight the charges, but he learned that lesson the hard way. Now, Tracy's story, sadly, is not unique. He was a victim of a huge and growing type of scam called smishing. So let's pull back the curtain and break down exactly how this scam works so you can see it coming. So what is smishing? It's basically just phishing, but it happens over SMS, text messages. The goal is always the same. They use lies and tricks to get you to give up your personal data. And here's the number one thing to remember. Fast Track, the actual toll company, has stated over and over they will never ask you for payment info in a text, ever. The scammer's playbook is pretty simple, but it's effective. First, they pretend to be someone you trust, like a toll agency. Second, they create a sense of panic, threatening you with penalties or legal action. Third, they send you to a fake website that looks totally real. And finally, step 4, once you're there and you enter your info, they steal it and clean you out. It's a 4-step process designed to make you panic instead of think. Okay, so now that we know their game plan, let's talk about how to spot it. These are the red flags, the warning signs you really can't afford to miss. So look at this language. It's designed to make your heart pound. Outstanding balance, fail to pay, legal action. This is pure psychological warfare. They use fear to rush you, to get you to act before you have a second to think. Any text that's this aggressive is a giant red flag. So let's just recap the big warning signs here. You get an unexpected text demanding money. It uses that high-pressure language and creates a fake deadline. It threatens you with fines or worse. And of course, it includes a link asking for your personal info. Any one of these should make you pause. All of them together, that's a blaring alarm bell telling you it's a scam. Okay, so you spot the red flags. What do you do? Well, the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, has a really simple, super effective 4-step defense plan that can keep you safe. It's really this easy. Number 1, just don't click the link, ever. Number 2, stop. Just take a breath. Scammers want you to panic, so don't. Give yourself a second to think. 3, contact the company directly, but don't use the number from the text. Look up their official website or phone number yourself. And 4, report the scam text to your phone company, and then just delete it. Get it out of there. We're going to close with one last really powerful quote from Tracy. It is such a chilling reminder that really this can happen to any of us. It doesn't matter how smart you are, we all have moments where we're tired or distracted, and that's all a scammer needs to get in. So the next time your phone buzzes with some urgent demand for money, I want you to remember Tracy's story. Remember those red flags, and remember the 4 simple steps to protect yourself. And ask yourself, will you spot the trap? Because being prepared really is your best defense. Stay safe out there.